I'd like to welcome you guys, whoever tuned in today on this video. Welcome to my channel. I'm going to try something a little different than what I normally would do, and we're going to see how this floor might fit, may work out. Well, we're getting ready to go fishing. It is Saturday, and before we go fishing, let me tell you what's happening. This is my dog Kit, which is eating the crap out of grass. Yeah, and we talked about that, now didn't we, young man? Get over here. He's being a real stinker today, let me tell you. He's exhausted right now, and he won't lay down for a nap. We thought maybe we'd get him a little nap, and maybe we'd take a little nap before we go fishing, but he ain't laying down. Every time you, any chance he gets, he's chewing something up today. Anytime I bring him outside to try to get him to go potty, he's not doing nothing. No. He is overexhausted, and he is being really, really bad. We're talking pretty much almost the worst I've ever seen him on being bad. Yeah, I don't know what got into him. All right, guys, let me show you what I got, tell you where we're headed from here, and we're gonna run with it. Okay, I've been keeping all my fishing gear in the car instead of putting it over in the shed pretty much at the end of the weekend. I've been keeping it all in the car. So underneath this blanket is all my stuff, and right here is my handheld camera. So maybe I could get some zoomed in shot with some shots of wildlife. We're headed to the dog park, hope to wear him out, quit eating that Kit, and go from there, guys. Oh, yeah. I bet you anything he ain't gonna want to run around. And when we get up there, if I see that bark that made him, I think that was what caused him choke the last time, I will show you. And also, my wife and I are gonna go through the area, wherever we're gonna be, with a fine-tooth comb. Guys, let's talk to you up there at the soccer field. Keep your fingers crossed there isn't anybody there. Okay? And the reason that is because Kit doesn't do so well next to other dogs. He's kind of scared. We'll see you up there. We have arrived. We went to the dog park and there was people there. Yeah, I was going to get that on video, which I actually did, but we're just going to skip right through it. Let me show you where we're headed. Got my wagon full right yonder. Got Angie and Kit in front of me. And if I could find one of them pieces that I think you got choked on last time we was here, I'll show you. But we're going right up by this shade tree. And last time we was here was roughly right about where Angie's at now. So we're gonna go a little bit up by the shade tree, and I'm a-looking. All right, guys, I'll be back. Let me go ahead and get set up, and I'll be back when we get set up. Yeah, right here is what one of them pieces were. Yeah, this crap right here. Here you go. This is what he got choked on, I believe. See, watch. Let me go over here. Watch this. See, kind of like crumbles up in your hand. I went around his whole circle he could get to, and I got just about everything I could find up. One thing in our favor right now is the wind. Last time we was here, the wind was pretty bad, and I think it kept blowing the stuff in faster than we get it out. But it's about maybe 8 to 10 miles an hour, the wind. And this was the junk right here. Let me go over here because I don't want the wind blowing it back on them. This is that junk right here. Whoa. See how well it blows? I got some on my arm. I'm thinking that's what he got choked on. Was this little bit? Let me show you again. This little bit right here. Let's put it on down there. But yeah, I think that's what he got choked on. And I believe it came from that tree right yonder there. All right, guys, as you can see, I got my pull out. I'm using dough ball today. Dough ball works really great for carp and catfish. It is right now 4:48. We'll probably stay here until it gets dark, which I'm thinking that's about 8:45, 8:30, 8:45, and then we may do it all over again tomorrow. Now, I do have my handheld, which is my oldest camera I got. Trust me, when I say it's on its last leg, I mean it, last leg. By some chance I see some wildlife yonder out there, and I'm able to zoom into it, and I'm out of practice, but if I can hold it steady,
Okay.
and I'm out of, what?
I was talking to the dog.
Oh, I didn't, you was a little loud, and I didn't know what the heck you said.
Oh.
But just in case I see something like there's a heron way down yonder there, if he gets up close and personal, we're going to try to get him. All right, guys, I report back in about 30-40 minutes. I probably will zoom this in and post, but he's actually laying down. Even though we did clear out the area within his path he can move, he's still finding things. But no bites yet, y'all. It's still early. It's still way early. And we think we seen some family members down yonder. They're putting up their thing down there, so they might have just got here.
Possible.
Yeah. Yeah, same family members that we fish with a lot, or we run into a lot when we fish. We didn't realize that was them until a few moments ago. But yeah, I got my handheld out, and I went ahead and zoomed in right up top there, slowly backed it out, and got a little bit of this. So if I could find other things to add to it, I will go ahead and make a little mirage and put some of my guitar music, or maybe some of the music from YouTube. I only get 30 seconds of that, but it ain't gonna be any longer than that anyway. Angie asked me if I got the birds. I didn't see the birds.
The ones under the...
Oh, honey, I ain't gonna be able to zoom in on them.
Oh.
All right, guys, we'll talk to you soon. Digging holes, is ya? You know you can't do that. The people running this park won't like that, kid. Digging holes. The strangest conversations one would have when they're fishing. Talking to Angie, I was like, we should get a DNA test done on Kit, right? See exactly what's in him. Did I get a bite?
I think so.
How come every time I get up, I get a bite and you're always there? Every time I get up from my seat, you always tell me I get a bite. So, did I get a bite?
You had something.
I had something. Do I still have a bait?
I don't know.
Well, while Angie's fighting with the pole, let me tell you a little bit about the DNA. Now, my wife had a DNA test done back about a year or two ago, okay? I thought about it because I like to know exactly how much German I have in me. My father was pretty much German, and his grandparents, and et cetera, et cetera. So, technically, I should be half German. I don't know. But I thought about that, but you know, it costs a lot of money. But I will tell you, I do want to get a DNA test done on him. Because truth be told, it's obvious he's got lab in him. Well, when we got him, they said lab and shepherd, German shepherd mix. I'm thinking he's got lab and some terrier in him somewhere. I mean, seriously, I think he's got some terrier. Hey, hey, hey! That's it, pay no attention to me. Well, technically, Angie did say I had a bite, but I have not had no bites, guys. So I haven't. I have not. She has. I have not. Wouldn't it be kind of cool, though, to get a DNA now? Any of you guys watching this, for you folks out there, leave it down in the comments. Have you ever had one of them DNA tests ran? I mean, nowadays, they could pretty much tell you anything if you got the right money for it. I have a good friend who had a DNA ran back a couple years ago, and it turned out to be a small nightmare for her. Can't say what it was, but yeah, it changed her life dramatically. I'm not really worried about that, but I don't know. Would be nice though, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? I went back to see what he was chewing on, which was a small stick. Believe me, he will find them, but I also found something else. I thought I got them all up. What you looking at?
Your pole.
Oh yeah, I forgot. When I ain't paying attention, I usually get bites. Well, no bites yet. But when the wind blows, it blows these little things in right here. This is what I was talking about in the last video. I think it was the last video. They're like small pieces of bark. Lighting color, let me get right up to it. Lighting color, and they crumble real easy. And I think this might have been what choked my puppy last time we came fishing. So I'm gonna go ahead and make this into small little teeny pieces and put it over here and by the water where he can't get near it. The strangest conversations you have when you fish, I tell you what. Now, Angie and I, we have 3 adult children, okay? We are not grandma and grandpa. We do not want to be grandma or grandpa. No, I don't. I can tell you I'm not ready to feel that old. I can tell you a lot of things. I just don't want to be a grandpa. And as far as I know, she don't want to be a grandmother. But imagine though, okay? Let's say we were grandma and grandpa. What would it be like if you were, you know? Let's say we had our grandchild here. Grandchild come over and grandchild be like, I was over at my other grandma and grandpa's house. They got me ice cream. They took me to the movies. They took me roller skating. They took me fishing. Da 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 da. Do you have to compete with that? I mean, seriously. One would think you would, because you'd be like, well, shoot, the only thing I do with you is basically read stories and we watch movies. It would leave you to think that you would have to compete against that. I mean, just saying, right? Am I right? So, for you all out there that are grandma and grandpas, I'm asking to leave a lot of stuff in the comments today. Leave it down in the comments. Do you feel as though you have to compete against their other grandma and grandpa, if they have any? I mean, now, personally myself, I only have one grandma. And I barely knew her. So there was no competition. There was no competing against anything there. And she could be mean sometimes. But then again, she could be very loving. I do remember the few times I seen my grandma, she squeezed me so tight. My stuff had almost came out. I had a massive bite. I did. I really did. Okay, back to what I was saying. Then again, a child, a grandchild, an infant or whatever, might be easier than a dang dog. But one could say maybe that's kind of a grandchild, maybe? No, I don't look at kid as a grandchild. Look at this, another child of ours. Yeah, he's being a big nuisance still. He's exhausted and he will not lay down. Oh, good old kid's being a little watchdog. Barking at people going right up that trail, right up yonder there. That's the creek trail, by the way, guys. I had a couple pretty good bites. Then it kind of died off. We're going to do this all over again tomorrow. So, like I said in many videos, many fishing videos, it's not a matter if you catch them or not. It's the fun, relaxation, enjoyment of being out here. That's all that really matters. I did get some on the handheld. Not much. I was hoping the heron will get out here. I could get a close-up of him, or even the geese. Geese were in the water right before we set up, and then they just left. So, don't know how much longer we're gonna stay, but we're gonna do her. We're giving her. We're giving her good. At least trying. I was getting bites there for a little bit. I was. Then it just stopped. I don't think they like my dough balls right now. Just saying. Tomorrow I will be using worms. That's for sure. Well, we finally got him to lay down, and it's almost time for us to go. Kit, how you feel, buddy? Well, even though we went through this with a fine-tooth comb, he still found things, but he didn't choke on anything this time. Thank God for that. Oh, I was going to stay here later, but I'm running out of energy, and there's nothing biting right now. I should have used worms instead of dough balls. Some days the worms work, some days the dough ball works, some days they both work. So basically, today was one of them days we just had good conversation about DNA, about being a grandma and grandpa, about a little bit of everything. When I go to name this video, I have no clue. Now, will I bring the camera with me tomorrow? Haven't decided yet. I have not decided. Do not know. We have to see how I feel tomorrow. Till then, guys, until next time, I'm going to close her on out. If I catch a fish, then I will log back on. But if I don't, maybe we'll see it fishing tomorrow. If not, be some other type of adventure. But until then, come on, let's get out of here. And real quick, as far as my thumbnail goes, I have not been putting that on the videos, as I'm going to try to get Kit barking and put it with Stormy barking. But every time Kit starts barking, I go grab the camera, he stops. But I will one day. Till next time, come on, let's get out of here. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.